What what is hey, what's up, y'all? Um, it's been a minute since the last time I made a live video. I want to give a shout out to everybody. Same people that been checking me out. Plus, Chase and Andrew Jackson just made a live video, and it made me think about it. I had made a live video like a really long, in a really long time. So, doggone comments to come back up. Actually, man, I'm not in North Dakota. I am back down south. I'm back at home, close to home, and it feels good. I got some local stuff going on, so I got some stuff keeping me close by while I ain't gotta leave. I ain't gotta go too far from the house. I am looking at going back to the oil field because the diesel prices have been coming back up. I got a load tonight. It's like it's on now, but the load I got for the night and tomorrow, which I already got paid for the one that I got to drop tomorrow. I got paid for that Sunday, so that pretty much took care of part of today. And the load I got for the night, I think it's going like 30 miles, and it's paying three. What is this? What is this? How come it come back? Anyway, it's like 340, $350 to go. I think it's like 30 miles, and it's a round trip. So for those of you guys that are out here and you kind of been in this, you kind of know pretty much what I'm talking about. As far as what's been going on with me from the end of January to the beginning of March, I took some time off and got some stuff straight with my truck that I wanted to have done to it, and I really took a lot of time, and I absorbed my time at home, and that's pretty much what I went and did, man. I went home, enjoyed it, spent time with family and friends, and when I go back home this time, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna stay out for a good month and a half, because the way I like to run, and for me, this works out the best way for me. Everybody else, you may be different depending on what your situation is. I like to run out 6 weeks. The reason I like running 6 weeks is because 6 weeks gives me a full month plus a beginning week and an ending week. So when I get ready to leave, come out here to the road. I also got some product reviews. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. So for any of you guys that's looking to get into the oil field, oil field and trucking, I got a couple product reviews for some stuff that I've bought, and I really like it, and it works really great. And I tried some cheaper stuff, and it sucks. When it comes to spending money on something that you want to work a certain way, go ahead and spend for the quality that you want. Don't go cheap on stuff. Uh, appreciate that. Appreciate that. I see past 1986. There's money out here to be made, and it's going to depend on a person's situation and how much hustle you have in you and what all you're looking to do. And I'm just baby walking it, man. I'm baby walking it, and I ain't got no complaints. The week I had this past week was an awesome week, and what topped it off was because you know, it was an average week. I ain't gonna say average. It was above average week for the loads that I hauled, and then I got a load that Saturday that topped it off. I'm like, hell yeah, because the load came up on the load board, and I saw it, and I was like, damn. I looked at how far it was away, and it was like an hour away. I'm like, okay, if I leave right now, I can go get this load. And sure enough, I started up the truck, went to the truck stop, we did my business, hit that road, got there, picked that load up, got that load out the same day. Did I get that load off that night? Yeah, I got that load off that night, and that's going on this Thursday or this Friday's payment, which works out perfectly because I already did the math for. I added up all of my expenses for a while I was at home and how much it cost me to go home. All of my expenses, with the exception of gasoline in my car, or gasoline in my personal vehicle, but all of the parts, expenses, repairs, things that I spent on my truck, including diesel, I added all of that stuff up, and I got my total for that. I keep my stuff, bro. And I don't know if y'all can see this. Can I turn this camera around? Yes, I can. All right, just kind of give y'all an idea of some of your expenses and stuff when it comes to being an owner operator. All right, give me a minute while I look at my paperwork to see what I can and can't show you. Because all of this stuff got some numbers on it of some kind, which is not something to share with everybody. So, trying to think of no, I can't show y'all none of this because all of it's got some personal and business numbers and stuff like that on it. But I can pretty much tell you, the entire time I was at home, which y'all already know from probably one of my other videos, I ran Thanksgiving all the way to the end of January, and then I went home, took some time off at home, did some stuff, had my truck worked on, did my paperwork, did my taxes, and did my fuel taxes, and I did all of that stuff. So all of that's done, out the way, and I don't have to worry about my taxes or fuel taxes again, which I'm gonna file them quarterly, every 3, and I'm gonna do my taxes the same way. My taxes are so easy because of the way I keep all of my stuff and I add all of it up at the end of each week. So my fuel tax, business taxes, expenses, fuel, everything is already added up, and then all I have to do is just go back and just put the information in there. You're done. But yeah, the entire time at home, because I also paid bills and paid stuff up ahead of time. That way, when I got out here on the road, I don't have to worry about nothing calling me back to have to go take care of. I went to some doctor's appointments. For those of you that are out there that are looking and thinking about getting into being a truck owner. Also, if any of you guys got any advice on insurance, because I need some insurance. I need some insurance. Y'all let me know. But pretty much, man. I also got a video I gotta upload that I made at a Taco Bell. Get that right there out the way. But if you guys have any questions, now's a good time to ask while I'm looking through my paperwork. Okay, this right here is that's last week. I'm trying to think of something I can show y'all to give y'all an example, because all this stuff has. Does this have any personal information on it? Okay, this right here will work as far as an example as far as how I did my math and stuff. Some stuff I can't show you, but I can give you a good example of what I'm talking about. All right. Yeah, max tax refund. Yep, smart. Beginning and ending the week. Good rotation plus rest period. You should ask Chasing Andrew Jackson for insurance ideas. I've been following him. Yeah, man, he just a no name. He just made the video. That's what made me think about making this video because he was talking about the stuff that was going on where he was at, and I was also messaging him back and forth. But that dude be busy, man. When people be sending him all them comments and stuff, and him holding the conversation with y'all, and trying to answer the comments and stuff at the same time. And I have talked to him about some stuff before, and he's kind of put me onto some stuff. Most of my experience is up there in North Dakota. But all right, this $330. That's for fuel. I think 705 was my fuel for the total week. Let's see, maintenance and fuel was 113. I have two phones, that's why it's 120. I have a business and a personal. Parts truck is 75. Is that 75? Yeah, $75 every month. I have a semi truck parts truck. I mean, it's a parts truck with all of my parts and stuff in it, and it's got tools, it's got coolant, it's got oil, it's got everything that I would need. It's got fuel filters. I got an alternator in that sucker. I got a starter in that thing. I got an extra PTO in that sucker. These are the number of miles that I ran in each state that I ran in when I was doing these loads. That's what these receipts and stuff are. Uh, yeah, because this right here transferred over here, and then I've got Arkansas. I ran 138 miles. Tennessee 30, and these are different loads. Tennessee 20. That was a like going 20 miles one way or 10 miles one way and back. They got some of those you could do that pretty easily. And these 20 miles are usually like $200, $300. Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee. My gross, my gross was 38 and my net was 20. And I didn't run that much this week. Okay, this is the first of, because the first, I think it was like 2 days where I was kind of screwing around. I had traveled somewhere and looked at some trucks for sale. So $3,800 for this week. And then I got my 30% subtracted, which is $843. 55. The heck is that? Okay, yeah, that low wasn't part of this. Okay, my net was 1964 for that week, and that was my gross was 6820. All of my deductions, including my fuel, was 1013, which left me with 2807. Then I subtract 30% for taxes, 843, net 1964. That's for that week. Hold on a minute, because now I gotta go back. And that's, for me, that's kind of how I do my taxes, and that's how I keep up with my business expenses. And also, this is how I keep up with two things that are really important in the trucking business, in my opinion. Like I said, I haven't been doing this that long. The amount of fuel I use each week, the amount of time that it takes, like the amount of time that it takes in a day. And what I mean by that is the amount of time that it requires from me to deliver a load, whether it's at night or in the daytime. I tend to run a lot at night just because the loads will come out usually in blocks by 6, when they come out in the morning, 6, and like every 3 hours, every 3 hours you'll see some more loads. So it goes 6, 9, 12, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, and it'll keep going like that. Or at least from what I've seen, that's how the loads come out. Because I got a load for the night, and it ain't until 3 o'clock tonight. So that gives me time to look for another load in between then to try and double bang out two of those. And or that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. Cause the other stuff isn't paying what I want. This load this load just popped up. That's pretty cool. You do your taxes quarterly. Yep. Yep, I do my taxes quarterly, bro. That's the easiest way to do it. Plus, with the way I keep track of it, all of it is in this book. And once I do my taxes, I take these pages out and I put these pages in the folder for this year. Like my pages for last year are in a folder for 2020 of last year from the inception of my business all the way up until now. And also with the same thing with this year, once I get finished with January, February, March, these pages, these lows, these weeks, these months, this time, this business part will be done. It'll go into a folder for 2021. It'll be the first quarter of 2021, and I also got it tabbed so everything's in order. That way I can go back and look at something. Or I also like to keep a good bit of detail, so when I either do my taxes myself, sometimes I do, and sometimes I just let somebody else do it. It depends on how I feel at the time. Like I started out doing my taxes this year. I just went ahead and got everything lined out and then submitted my taxes to my tax agent and just let them do the filing. I could have done it myself, but I was enjoying myself at home. And I gotta say, and it sat in for the first time. Like I haven't been home. I have not been home like this, as far as like I live at home now, and I still work in North Dakota. I go back and forth. You know, I'm an over the road truck driver, so I have home in two places. But I'm from Mississippi. I think that's something y'all already know. And it's the first time I've been home to where, I started looking at stuff and straightening up and working on stuff at the house and taking care of business. And being a business owner is pretty cool. None of it is owning my own truck. None of it is scary, in my opinion. None of it is something that's I'm terrified of. And I think the best way to put yourself in the best position that you can is to make sure you have the financial resources. I say that all the time. Make sure you have the financial resources. Now, for me, I own my truck outright, so the only thing I'm paying expenses on is, like I told you, stuff I have to keep up with. My parts truck, which I really need to go get that. Uh, you know, fuel, food, and, expenses and stuff like that at home. But fuel is one of the biggest ones, and insurance. I add up my insurance when I pay my insurance. So part of that 6594 $6,594 that was spent while I was at home, the large bulk of that, almost half, was spent on that insurance for the time that I'm out now. So last week plus this week will wipe out that debt that I spent of that month and a week at home, because during that time I wasn't making any money outside of a check payment that I had coming to me the very beginning of February. So I got that, and my cost of living is low as hell, bro. If you want to live in an area that doesn't cost you a lot, Louisiana, I think Texas also, or depending on where you live at in Texas, Louisiana, Tennessee, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. Florida's different, but if you're an owner operator in Florida, you should do pretty good. I don't know how their what their rental rates are, or what the rates are as far as housing and stuff like that. But it just kind of depends on your situation. And like I was talking to my sister, uh, she she wants me to look for some rental properties and stuff like that for her. And then like she'll get them or whatever. And the state of Alabama, like hell, they got like it's like dirt cheap. And one of the things I noticed from driving around Alabama, especially Alabama, like there's a lot of places like you'll pass by and it'll be like an old dilapidated house, and I'm like, oh, okay, so hell, somebody's got to be paying the taxes on that. But yeah, that's pretty much what's up with me. Also, I got to give a shout out to it won't let me leave a comment on here, but I got to give a shout out to a couple of people, and I would give a shout out to my subscribers, but this phone is not the best. Oh yeah, check out our Chasing Andrew Jackson. He out there on YouTube, out there in the oil field in West Texas, which I might be going out there by the end of March. So you check out Chasing Andrew Jackson. Hopefully y'all can see that. And he been making YouTube videos since, let's see, I started in 14. I think he started in 15 or maybe before that. And y'all can also check out Chantal Espilat. I cannot pronounce that last name, but she's on YouTube. Y'all can check her out. She makes YouTube videos from time to time. She's doing over the road, like, you check out her stuff. Hold on, I got some more people because I sure don't got to get to my oil field people. D-Boss Garage. That's a pretty cool one up there in Canada. Another one is Do It Yourself and Truck Repair, Gordon. Y'all can also check out Honey Badger 101. She's on YouTube. Y'all can check her out. See her stuff. See if there's something that you're interested in. Like, subscribe. Also like, subscribe to this video. Leave a thumbs up. All of that stuff. Let's see who else. Why I keep starting me over every single time. J Trades. I never got a chance to get up with J Trades when I was up there in North Dakota. And J Trades has a YouTube channel. I don't know if he's still, but that's his J Trades. I hope that ain't backwards what y'all looking at. But he got some videos about working in the oil field and working on his RTV or his 4-wheeler and stuff. Come on. Also give a shout out to Kenneth Lucas, man. I met this dude one time, bro. He came up to North Dakota from like Maine or New Jersey, somewhere up near that way, and like he's been working, and he makes quite a few different kind of videos and stuff. Y'all can check him out. I'm trying to get the Tanker Monkey, man. Also check out Keeping It 100. She been making YouTube videos about trucking and her life and stuff like that. Yeah, man, Lucas is good people. Real Giles, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Dude, hold on, wait a minute. Hey, since you're on here. Man, how stuff been up there in Canada? I know it's kind of like, you have to type and text it and stuff. I don't know if you at work and you can comment back. But man, how the oil field looking up there, bro? Cause I was talking to Shaq, man, and Shaq is like, man, work's picking up. Work's picking up. And I don't know, man. I like being down here, bro. I dodged this whole winter, but then the winter came down here to the south. Let me tell y'all about that. It got to 15 degrees, and I think Walmart closed, Taco Bell closed, McDonald's closed. oil rig jobs. Made a ton of money. Took some time off to relax, enjoy. Oh, you saying that's what you did? Made a ton of money, took some time off to relax, enjoy the bank. Hey, if that's what you did, hell yeah, that's exactly what I did. Yup, bro, that's what the oil field is for. The oil field is designed for you're trying to accomplish something, and it's not a knock on other careers. It's not a knock on other jobs. It's not a knock on anything that other people are doing. But the oil field has opportunities for you in oil rig jobs. Y'all can also check out his YouTube channel. I hadn't got to yours because yours is O. I hadn't got to that letter O yet. But yeah, he's in the comments right now. So if y'all look in the live comments, you see oil rig jobs. Hey man, you gotta post some jobs, man. Like when you get a chance to, you can use your phone. You can use your phone to do it if you want to. Like a screenshot, some jobs, especially like if it's some jobs that's entry level. Snap that job. I know you up there in Canada. I don't know how it is up there in Canada. I don't know if y'all got Indeed for Canada. I think y'all do. But you go on Indeed, or if there's a localized area, kind of the way the Bakken is, screenshot that. That's one. Find about 8 more, and screenshot them, and then put together, a slideshow, and give some detail. Okay, this job is this. So like flowback, they flow the well back. There's going to be some heavy lifting. You're going to have to be in good physical shape. You're going to have a good back. You're going to have to be able to work with others. You're going to have to be able to work outside in all kinds of elements and stuff like that. So I'm in Alberta. Where are you at? Rig jobs. Yeah, rig jobs. Somebody's asking you a question. See that, man? There's your potential subscriber right there. Oh, he said Alberta, and I haven't been to Alberta yet. So man, y'all link up. And bruh, Tim Murphy, hopefully, man, if you ain't in the oil field, or if you are in the oil field, you'll find what you're looking for. But yeah, shout out to oil rig jobs. I also got to give a shout out to King Neptune. He's a rapper up there in the Bakken in Williston, North Dakota. I didn't get a chance to work with him except one time, bro. One time when we went up on the elevator and we got up there. And bruh, we made some video. I went back to my apartment to put it together, and my SD card was corrupted. Not only that, the video I made with him and a video I made with somebody else, I lost all the stuff that was on my SD card. Hold on a minute, because one of y'all just said something. Good. Man, I'll be honest with y'all when it comes to the oil field and me coming back to it. I love being at home. It got to like 15 degrees. Let me finish saying what I'm saying, then I go back to my shout outs. Oil rig jobs. That's a shout out to you, bro. Great job. Keep doing what you're doing. And feel free to schedule your videos. Schedule a video for, every Friday, then the next Friday, and then the next Friday. And then just keep doing that. That way your viewers will have an opportunity to, okay, I know he's going to have a video on this day. I was doing that, but being an owner operator, I don't have the time to do stuff. I would have to be in a position, because when I was in the Bakken, at least I was in an area where, I could catch some people. Being an owner operator, I have to go out more to catch somebody. Hey, you're interested in, making a video about life, in wherever it is that you're at. And I'm not in the oil field, and most of my base subscribers and people that like my videos are based off of oil field. And, so I may be getting back into it. I may not be. The biggest thing for me is, what are my expenses? What is it costing me weekly? And if fuel gets up to a certain point, I will be going back to the oil field, because that's my game plan from the beginning. That's going to be my game plan to the end. Is the price of diesel gets so high, I got to put my glasses on to see what y'all saying. The price The biggest issue out here is keeping reliable people. Yeah, because some people get out there in the oil field and they like, you know what, they be like, they ain't about that life no more. I've heard this from a lot of people. Lucky we haven't experienced it in my company. Yeah, I hear you, bro. And all right, Tim Murphy, are you talking about coming up to the oil field in Canada, or are you talking about coming up to the oil field back to the Bakken in North Dakota? Which one are you talking about? And while you, I don't know if you left, but getting back to what I was saying, when diesel gets to a certain point, I'm going back to the oil field. It's plain and simple. And I learned that before I even got my truck from some owner operators. They were like, "Hey, diesel prices get to a certain low. It's time to go over the road to go do something else. When they come back, it's time to go back to the oil field." And just I'm gonna rock that and roll that. My goal is to add some more trucks on, and I know it's not something I'm not gonna be rushing to do. I'm just gonna take my time, pace it, walk it, and accomplish that goal. Getting back to my shout outs. Said King Neptune, Oil Rig Jobs. You guys heard of him, he's on here. Oh yeah. I also get it. I gotta give a shout out to Luke Powell, man. Luke Powell. He makes videos about life in Mexico. And I was gonna go to Mexico when I was in Texas, but I wasn't ready to come off the road, and I wasn't ready to take a break during that time. And I'm kind of in the same position now. When I get closer to my 6th week out on the road, I may be more considered to go to Mexico. Plus, I may already be over by Texas, because once I get this load out tonight, the load I got to drop off tomorrow, that's pretty much, like, hey, I don't really need to be in this area. This area just sometimes it really works and it's convenient when it comes to freight. Yeah, but yeah, Luke Powell, check him out on YouTube. Check out Nisha K on YouTube. She's got videos about trucking and stuff. Y'all can also, I said Kenneth Lucas, Sea Dog Lucas. Yeah, I said him. Y'all can also check out Oilfield Beast. He's one of my subscribers, and y'all can check him out. Yeah, don't park over here by me, bro. Don't park over here by me, man. All right. Yeah, Oilfield Beast. Hold on a minute. I'm almost done with these shout outs. I didn't write them down, so I gotta work what I got. Rozzy's Garage. Check him out. He's got some great oilfield stuff. Sweet Sinclair. Also check him out on YouTube. And here's my man right here, Tanker Monkey, for all you oilfield fans out there. He's been in the oil field. He's still up there in the Bakken. And when I get back up there, that's going to be one of the first people that I go look to make a video with. It's going to be Tanker Monkey. And he usually makes videos every other day. Every couple of days he's making videos. At least twice a week or so. 2 or 3 times a week. And he's in the oil field right now. I don't know if he makes live videos. He probably eventually will get into making live videos. But yeah, what kind of questions y'all got while I'm reading through this stuff? Said Sweet Sinclair. Nah, that dude, he ain't made a video in a minute, so I can't shout him out. But oh yeah, shout out to the UFC, man. I'm a big fan of mixed martial arts, the UFC, the Weighing In podcast. So for any of you guys that are out there who are fans of the UFC, You can listen to Weighing In as a podcast with Big John McCarthy, who was a referee in MMA for over a decade. For at least 2 decades, he was a referee. And y'all can check him out. And a West Coast Roller, y'all can check him out. I don't know. Yeah, West Coast Roller, he does like videos about your RV and stuff. So if any of you guys are RV people, which I am because I own one, y'all can check him out. And I'm probably going to have to consult him about some stuff. But like I said, y'all got any questions, now's a good time to ask them while I'm going through these. But yeah, shout out to Andrew Jackson, man. I've been watching that dude videos since, I said, whenever he first started doing videos, because I think he started in 15, but I'm not sure. And I know he was talking about what was going on in Texas, and I was in North Dakota at the time. And in 15, I was doing frack fueling, hauling fuel to the frack location, and then we would sit on location and fuel frack. And since I said that, I'll give you an example. Go to my library of videos, because I'm positive I got a frack fueling video in here. Actually, I've got 2. And I'm pretty sure it's me explaining what frack fueling is. It just takes a minute because I got 200 something videos on here. So when I go back to find something, it takes a while. And a lot of times I end up going past it because I can't remember what the name of the doggone video was. Like right now, I'm like, where the hell is this damn video? Yeah, I got stuff. Black Gold Rush, that film from 2 years ago. Water hauling. Oh man, yeah. I enjoyed hauling water. Hauling water was a fun job. It can be monotonous because it's turn and burn, turn and burn, turn and burn. But it's pretty cool. All right, frack fueling info. Yeah, I'm right here chilling, me and this Frederick right there, trying to figure out how we gonna hook that hose right there up to that connection right there. We're out here in Williston, North Dakota. Currently on top of the truck. Feel it? But yeah, that video is published on May 22nd of 2017. So like when you start scrolling down through my videos, it'll take you a while to find that sucker. If you're interested in more information about frack fueling. In my first oil field job. My first job in the oil field. Hello, what's up? Hey y'all, right now, this is currently what I'm doing. Paperwork. Yeah, this is what I am doing. I am currently doing paperwork. I am in that, my first oil field job, I sat in there for $25 an hour. I sat in the air conditioning, the guard shack, and wrote down the trucks that came in. And I watched TV. I watched the entire 7 seasons of Seinfeld. And before I left, I was getting into Game of Thrones. So that was pretty awesome. This is what I'll get ready to leave the oil field. The fastest way to raise your credit score. Is it A, pay bills on time, B, get lost. Like I got burnt out during this time. Over here at work. Got today and 4 more days left of work. And I'm gonna head to the house or something. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. But personally I'm burnt out. Jeremy, you probably looking at this at the house like, man, yeah, I got 0. Yeah, during this time, I had been running straight probably 6 months. I ran probably like 6 straight months, and it was one day off a week. 6 months, one day off a week, and that one day off a week was pretty much wash, clean clothes, go do some stuff, go to sleep. That's what that time was like. And the money was good because everything was paid for. Housing was paid for. All I had to do was pay for my food. I didn't. I had to pay for my food and the fuel that I drove around. And I was living in Wofford City, which was it was kind of a deal breaker for me, cause I ain't no fan of Wofford City, bro. That's like hard acid music. But some people like it. It probably ain't Wofford City probably ain't bad in the summertime. You go fishing and stuff. But I wouldn't into that up there. So uh, I haven't done a job post in a while because I haven't been looking at oil field jobs. All right, this is my video on some available jobs that's in the oil field. I'm gonna try and keep this video short. I may have to keep uploading multiple videos to kind of get this across and get the point that I'm trying to make. Nick Larson, you asked about some job openings. All right, there's quite a few places that are hiring. Sometimes you may not know what to look for. This was like 3 years ago. That video is they're hiring CNJ Energy Services. CNJ, I don't think CNJ is CNJ anymore. They're up here. I think CNJ is it's something else, but I think they're still in Williston. I don't know if that company does frack. I would have to talk to Shaq or something and see. Damn, I shouldn't have done that. But like, yeah. My most recent videos, the ones that you guys like were like the oil field related videos. I've got one that I gotta upload, and it's me talking about the UE twin pump because I made a video about that and operating it. Stuff to look out for you guys that are looking to get into the oil field. For you guys that actually run that pump, if you ever have to run one, some of the stuff to look out for when it comes to packing, vibrations, pressures and stuff. I wish I'd have made more videos while I was running it, but while I was running it, I have to keep watching my gauges and stuff, and it's hard for me to put together a good quality video while watching my chemicals, watching my water, watching my gauges, checking my gauges, looking at my driver's side, looking at my passenger side, because you have two different pumps and engines running at the same time. You have to watch all that stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. And just so y'all know, what's up? This is why just North Dakota just sucks sometimes. And this is a situation that chains won't fix. Chains will not fix this. Chains will not fix this. Now I've gotten out of stuff with chains before. Chains ain't gonna fix this. Chains ain't gonna fix this. That video is Oilfield Fail, Williston, North Dakota. I've been had that video since that video's old. That video's from like 17. When I made that video about being burnt out, this was maybe 2 or 3 days after that. I mean, I was burnt out. Like I had no business being up there anymore, driving, doing nothing, because you can get like that. It's the same thing with the over the road. Over the road after a certain amount of time, you can get burnt out of it. But for people who it's a job for, they got to keep coming to work every day, especially if they're not able to put back money where they can take time off, where they can enjoy life a little bit more. I'm out here over the road, but I'm more of regional/local, because I'll go over to Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, Mississippi. I'm not really going far. And not only that, I'm never too far from home, which is one of the benefits being an owner operator is I can pick where I want to go. Then it's just a matter of getting loads that go where I want to go. I do miss the oil field, and I got a message asking me if I want to come back to the oil field to get in touch with this company, because I was good at what I did in the oil field and I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed the people that I worked with. And it was a great, man, the oil field is great, bro. When you find a good place, a good job. I don't know if y'all done said in the comments this whole time I've been talking. Oh, y'all have been saying stuff. My bad. My bad, man. Y'all been saying stuff this whole time. It wasn't popping up. Yeah, Tim Murphy, you talking about Canada, just popping into the chat quick to say you look healthy, you look like you appreciate that. Appreciate that, Rosemary. Thank you. You look like you've been taking taking care of yourself. Actually, yeah, I have. Taking this time off was something I really needed. The Bakken in North Dakota, the area, oil rig jobs. Um, Saskatoon is in Saskatchewan. Alberta's next to you, so y'all are Alberta's where the mountains are, where the mountains start. Because Saskatchewan, you have to behind Calgary, west of Calgary, is where the mountains and stuff are. That's Alberta. Because next to Saskatchewan is Ontario, where the trees and stuff are. Okay, I hadn't been over that way, and that's why. Plus, I remember when I flew, which I've got some great pictures of that. That is amazing. I got that picture from that plane. It is the city of Calgary with the mountains in the background, and we are way up in the air too. Anyway, I hadn't been over to Alberta, but I've been to Calgary, Medicine Hat, Regina, and I've been out through that area of Canada. I was gonna drive back up to Regina, but from Williston, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. That's a drive, bro. That's a drive. Oh yeah, y'all comments. Yeah, like I said, thank you, Rosemary. JP, I agree with the oil industry with its ups and downs. It is a challenge to stay reliable. I know a lot of guys who, if they lose their job, they are done from this industry. JP, I have been in the industry for 7 years. Oh man, you almost at that 7 years 7 years in my opinion in the oil field. 7 years you get to that point to where you almost at that 10 and you have to ask yourself, are you going to do another 10? Now, if you're making a good income where you can put a good amount back and you can start, looking at things further out, hell yeah. But the people who are in the oil field and they can't look that far out, 7 years is getting to where, okay, they're looking to go do something else. But that's my that's my opinion on that though. Oh yeah. Yeah, that dude, bro. Uh since you said that, I gotta go back to that video. Cause it's the way that whole night went. I can't remember. I think it's around December when this had happened. And what this dude was doing is, hold on, cause I gotta get back to that video so I can show y'all an example of what I'm talking about. Cause that dude was a jerk, bro. He was a jerk, and he would do stupid stuff intentionally, and then where's this video at? Okay, hold on a minute. Give me a second to find this sucker. You said it's from 14? Nah, man, I think this video is in 15. Come on. What the heck? Hell, I was just looking at it. Okay, dude, you know what I'm talking about. I was just looking at the doggone video. Like I was just looking at this doggone video. What the hell? Hold on a minute, man. I ain't tripping. Hold on, bro. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to find this doggone video. Cause I know it's the dude standing at the back of the trailer. Dude standing at the back of the trailer. This was in 15. There we go. Water hauler tanker driver. As soon as this ad stops playing, give me just a second. And okay, y'all. This is what's going on. This is my opinion. This is just my opinion. This is true. This is exactly what happened. The two on the right, the focus. The two guys on the right, with the three guys on the right, they drive the trucks. There's three trucks sitting right here. The guy on the left is the water transfer guy. They're pulling the water out of the pond. The problem is, this is the problem. It's not what you see going on with these guys. This is the problem right here. Get you to focus in on that. It is nighttime. It is 0 degrees with the real feel of -11. 0 degrees with the real feel of -11. And I think that's that little annoying guy to be getting on my nerves. Severe douchebag. I think that's him. I may be thinking, but it's another guy, a short guy, short chubby guy, and he's like a real douchebag. It's like, you know, whenever he says something, it's real douchebaggy. But anyway, so I'm waiting in line after these guys, and the problem is the water's freezing faster than they can get to the truck. And the water was freezing faster than they could get the water in the truck, because the water was coming out the pond cold, going through the tubes. Then by the time the water was getting up to the valves, they could either open or they could close. So they had to do one. They couldn't do both of them unless they heated it up, put the hose on, open the valve up, and then let the water go into the truck. But then that cold water is going in there, and it's freezing around the tanker. So your first load you would get like 140. Your second load you get 130. Next load you get 120. By the time your fourth or fifth load, you got 100 barrels. I'm like, all right, call it a day. You can't do that else. You can't do that else until you go get some hot water, put off in there, and then by the time you drive from, let's say, where the Love's at, you drive from the Love's with that hot water to where you got to get to, all the water that's in there that's been melted. I've got another video. I don't know if it's on here or on Facebook. I'm also on Facebook, in case y'all ain't know, where this guy, I pulled up to haul a load of fresh water from the freshwater depot at the 13-mile corner in Williston. The 13-mile corner is that water depot right there by the pilot. And trucking frozen water that made me laugh. Yeah, trucking frozen water. It just keeps on freezing. Once you get down to like 100 barrels or so, they tell you to call it a day, because it ain't no point. They still got to pay them to haul the water, so they're like, forget it. And they're not getting the water that they're supposed to be getting per load, so they're like, screw it, forget it. And then the next day you will get a load of hot water from a depot, and then bring that to a location, because once they pump that water off into the Poseidon tank, which is a big pond size above ground pool, which is huge. You can drive a semi around in it, and once they get that off in there, the frac heater will come in and it'll heat that water. Are there any problems when it's hot in the summer? Not in North Dakota. North Dakota gets hot for six days. The rest of the time it's just warm. So for any of you that's wondering, North Dakota gets hot for 6 days in summer. And that 1 week it'll be in the 90s. 1 week, at the most 2 weeks, it'll be in the 90s. and you'll see people losing their mind. Oh my God, it's hot. Because up there, 100 degrees feels different than it does down here. Because 100 degrees up there, you can still go take a walk. Like, you can be outside in 100 degrees up there and not sweat. You can't do that down here. 100 degrees down here, you ain't going nowhere. You just gonna sit in the shade or sleep it off. That's all you can do. Sit up underneath the air conditioner, sleep it off, wait till it gets dark. Cause down here when it's full on summertime, like you'll see cars out, but everybody won't come out until it's dark. That's when you see like people coming outside and stuff. It's the same way it is when hold on, I need to check my phone for some load information while we talking. Come on. Yeah, still pretty much about the same. Because I'm going to take a nap, and it's about to be 10 o'clock. I'm going to take a nap before I got to go get that load. And, but yeah, when that cold weather came through the South, all over Texas, all through Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, man, it was shutting down everything. And it was just cold. I guess I was so used to it. I went outside and vacuumed out my car and stuff like that because I had nothing else to do and it's cold outside and I didn't want to be in the house that day. And there was nobody else outside. Like, it was hardly nobody on the road. But that's just a totally different environment from the way things are here versus North Dakota. The best times I had in the oil field were with the people that I work with and the people that I met and the friendships and stuff that I made in the oil field, man. But owner operator, man, if you bought that life, bro, if you bought that life, man, I say go for it. If you bought that life, if you bought that paperwork life, if you bought that keeping track of receipts life, because I am most definitely about, when I go pay for something, I get that receipt before I leave. I've even had to go back. I've even had to drive back somewhere because I forgot to get a receipt. I forgot to get a fuel receipt one time. And I had to turn around and drive back to that trust because I wasn't sure that I was going to be coming back by that way or when I would be, and if I would be able to get that receipt again. Even though having a business account, it's on there. I want that receipt so that when I do my numbers and stuff, I've got it, and I can see everything and add it. I can see everything and I can add everything up right then. That helps me on my projection because I want to always stay 30% plus. 30% plus. 30% plus. No matter what. Deductions, gross, net, doesn't matter. I want my 30%. So after everything, my 30%. When I work for the about the end of this week, I have a number that I want to have every single week, and after everything, I want there to be 30%. So this video is almost an hour long. Oh yeah, I got some product reviews, so hold on a minute. For any and all of you who are out there, if you can afford it and you don't think it's too expensive, Randy McNally makes the best. Buy some XRP. What are Rosemary? What is XRP? Buy some XRP. I don't know what XRP is. But yeah, Rosemary, I don't know what XRP is. But Randy McNally makes the best headphones. I've got another cheap pair that you can get online. They're like 20 or 30 bucks. That is these right here. Oh, cryptocurrency, okay. Now, I don't know what the name of these are, but I've had these things for Okay, I don't know when I bought them. I really don't know when I bought these. All I know is I've had them for years. One thing I am astonished about them, they work, but they don't noise cancel. They don't cancel no noise at all. So any kind of noise somebody's gonna hear, you don't get the best distance with these, but they do work. You can listen to music, you can hold a conversation, but I can't be standing outside my truck, you know, holding a conversation because they're gonna pick up everything with this. But one thing I can say, these things will hold a charge. I left these things at my house and I was gone for probably full August, September, October, November. Wait a minute. August, September, October, November, December, January. Oh, okay, so I was gone that long. These things, I just turned them on, they came right on. And I had a conversation for like an hour. So you can see how they look. They look like this. But they have no name. It's some Asian Chinese made something. And they still work. But they were cheap and you get what you pay for. Randy McNally, these right here about two, these right here about 225. But what I like about them is they go fully over my ear, which for me, after I've been driving for a while, I usually get tired of hearing truck noise. So I like these. So it's a change of pace because sometimes I just don't want to hear that truck noise going down the road. Look Channel TV. Hello, brother. Do you do Look Channel TV? Rosemary, thank you for the cryptocurrency. I'll look into XRP. I better do it now before I've been and forgot about it. Okay, there's like a bunch of them. There's XRP, USD, XRP, UER, GBR, CAD, which is probably Canadian. GPY is probably Japanese. XRP, BTC is probably Bitcoin. Okay, it's like zero. It's like less than zero. So it won't be doing nothing in that direction. But I'll look into it. Uh, Hello, brother. Do you do local delivery in North Dakota or you do OTR? Look, Channel TV. I am over the road, pretty much regional, because I'm just down here in the southern states right now. I am gonna go up to Wisconsin, probably. Depends on how I feel. I've been having some migraines, so. But let me finish talking about what I was talking about. But these Randy McNally headphones, these are pretty awesome. They are over the ear, and also this part right here comes off. I don't. Okay. This part right here comes off, and it has the little part that you put on the side of your head, so that you could just have the one side. So you could just have it on your head like that, just one side, which a lot of people rock. But I like rocking both sides because when I'm holding a conversation with somebody, I like to be able to hear them clearly, and hearing them in one ear and having noise in the other ear is kind of distracting for me. And this right here is actually movable, so you can adjust it. I bought another pair off eBay, and it sucked because it didn't work, and I didn't find that out until I had left the house with it, because I didn't try it out at the house. I'm thinking, okay, it's all good because I bought it. It's brand new or like remanufactured or something. Got out here on the road, got 2 hours from the house. I'm trying to use this thing, and I was trying to use it, and it wasn't working. I had to drive 2 hours back to the house, get the box that it came in, send it back off so I could get my money back. And that's when I just went ahead and bought this out the truck stop. I had about $31 in pilot points saved up, so that took $31 off of it. But yeah, this is pretty awesome, and it gives you a good range as far as as far as how far you can be away from your phone or your Bluetooth device. You get a nice range with this. I think I went inside the store somewhere and forgot, and this I still had this on. So these are my go-to if I'm on the phone, or if I just want to change the pace and I don't want to hear any more noise. The other thing that I want to show you, for any of you that are out there thinking of making YouTube videos, Randy McNally noise canceling. Yep, Randy McNally is noise canceling, and they work awesome. Watch the Bearable Bull if you want to learn more about XRP. Wrong one, it's 48 cents. Anyway, have a great night, and thanks. Appreciate that, Rosemary. Thank you for tuning in and checking out the video, and you guys are awesome. I think this is the last product outside of get you some good quality tools. Milwaukee makes great stuff. Milwaukee makes great stuff. From their impacts, everything they make, it is high quality, worth the money. Just try your best to get it, you know, when it's on sale. In fact, all right, guys, this is who I bought my my Milwaukee stuff from. Damn, can't see it. It's called the Tool Center. These people have the best deals on Milwaukee stuff. The internet can't even hang with their prices. Nobody even comes close to these guys. And I've looked at everything that I wanted that was Milwaukee. I got it from Tool Central, and they're located in Memphis, Tennessee. They're where the two pilots are, right there in Memphis, Tennessee. When you're on 78, where those two pilots are, you get to that light, because you got a pilot and another pilot. At that light, you make that left. Make that left right there. As soon as you make that left, you can see it. They're on the left side. They're 1 block from that pilot on the left side of the road. You cannot miss this place. And nobody, because their kits, you get the tool, 2 batteries, and the charger. And a lot of their kits are like $200. If you want the more heavier duty stuff, it'll be around in the $3 range. I got a kit that I bought from them. I looked it up online. That kit was like $700, and they were almost half that price. So, Tool Central. And anytime I want something, I'll wait and go get it from them. Especially if it is Milwaukee M18 fuel, bro. And they got, because I think I want to get a light too. But everything I pretty much need, I pretty much got. But if I come across anything else like that 1-inch high torque impact wrench, I don't know if I don't need that. I don't need that, but I already got a charger if I do get it. But that's something that's only have one purpose. I have the 1/2 inch, and the 1/2 inch works just fine. I can go around and hit stuff with that 1/2 inch, and it worked pretty good. But the other product is the RAM mount. These are about $40, somewhere between $30 to $50. These are GPS phone holders. The RAM mount X grip, which is what my phone is in right now. You put this on your window, it's not coming off. You going down a bumpy road, it's not coming off. The X grip that looks like this, They make two different kinds. One of them is it's actually smaller, but this one is the best working because you have a really large surface to stick on. The other one, the sticking surface was a little bit smaller, so if you got on a bumpy road, it would come off. This, I've been going down Oilfield roads in Memphis, Tennessee. If y'all ever travel around Memphis, Tennessee, them roads are bad, and that sucker does not come out that window. The only thing I tell somebody is, if it's hot in the summertime, once you you use it, you get to where you're going, like take it off the window and let the rubber kind of go back to its original form, put it up somewhere, and then the next day, put it back up, because heat wears out these rubber things for your GPSs. For those of you that didn't know that. And other than that, dude, thank you, Rosemary. Looks like right. Yeah. I cannot remember all the videos and stuff that I made. Like I said, I've got 200 some videos on there and counting. JP, what's going on, my brother? Fat Daddy the Trucker. What's up, Fat Daddy the Trucker? Are you on YouTube, bro? Or what? And if you is on YouTube, if you is in trucking, what's going on out there in trucking? What's going on out there in the trucking industry that I may not be aware of because I'm in my little bubble down here in the comfortable southern states of South United States? So leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on. I think I pretty much covered everything. I think I showed y'all my oh, okay. You said you never posted a video. Are you an owner operator or company driver? And whichever one, which one? Yeah. Answer that. Are you an owner operator or a company driver? And then if you're a company driver, who's paying good for company drivers? And if you're an owner operator, then I got some different questions for you. But I don't know if you're about to go to sleep or something, or you feel to be up for a minute. Trying to think what else. Driving for Uber and Lyft. Driving for, like, you talking about Uber Freight and Lyft Freight, or like driving people around? Because I'm signed up for Uber, but I haven't hauled any loads for them because they said that they only have power only loads out of Texas. So that's why I hadn't really done nothing with Uber. Other than that, I was gonna haul a load for them when I was in Texas, but I found a load through somebody else that got me back over to like Alabama. But this was back last year though. This wasn't recently. But yeah, the Ram mounts, like I was saying before. Fat Daddy the Trucker. Turn that off. Oh yeah, for any of you who are out there in trucking, make sure you get a good quality CB. Make sure your CB is grounded and your fuse is in your CB. Radio check, anybody got it on? My radio sucks, man. Unless you are like 2 semi tractor trailer lengths away from me, like I can't hear nobody. Because people with radio, they can hear me, but I can't hear them unless they close by. And it was worse because in the beginning, like, I could hear people, but they couldn't hear me. That was the microphone. I've had my have had Fat Daddy, the trucker. I've had my CDL for 30 years, but I've been out of the truck for 4 years. Been transporting passengers looking to get back on the road. Dude, if you'd have jumped out here on this road last year, uh, right when the holidays and stuff first started, you would have had everything paid off. I'm telling you from first-hand experience. And I assume that's what's going to happen this coming up season. This season coming up this year, which is probably like that every single year. When it's go time, when it's time to hit that road, man, stay out there and don't go to the house, bro. Or stay out there, run, and sacrifice one of the two. Sacrifice Thanksgiving, sacrifice Christmas. Because stuff keeps rolling through Thanksgiving, but Christmas it don't. Christmas stuff will slow down and stop. Like the world will take a break at Christmas. Thanksgiving, the world keep going because as people are consuming stuff and buying stuff, you have all the holidays and the specials, and that phrase got to move. That phrase got to go. And that's the perfect times to be getting that money, bro. When people start, the holiday seasons come around, and plus with all the corona stuff going on, people staying inside, ordering, having stuff shipped to their house. Trucking is at an advantage for a change. There is a disadvantage when it comes to the dry vans, like purchasing a dry van if you want to purchase one, because the price of them went up. Like used to, you could have got you a dry van for 5-10 grand. You know, got you a good dry van. Now, like 15-20 for a used one, and they even getting some of them pieces of junk that's been sitting out in somebody's lot and fixing them suckers up and selling them for 20. So, what did you say? I followed your channel since you was in the van in North Dakota. Give me some suggestions on getting back out there, bro. If you still got that CDL, just walk out there. Just walk out there, bro. You got the driving experience. If anybody asks you, just tell them you've been driving semi trucks for Uber. You know, so you ain't got to go through all that. Oh, we need to retrain you. If you've been driving that long, you good. It don't go away. As soon as you get in the truck, you gonna hit that clutch, put that sucker in gear, everything's gonna come back. That all it's gonna take is you cracking that sucker up. Once you put it out there on the road, that's all it's gonna take. Because it was the same thing for me when I took like 6 months off one time. And that was before I went to the Oilfield in 14. And I got in the truck to do the little driving test, and I hadn't drove in a minute. And I got in and I hadn't hauled a tanker before too. I got off in that truck, cranked it up, put that sucker in gear, got it rolling. And as I'm driving down this going down the paved road, turning down the dirt road, as I went across the road, the dude he was like sitting over in the passenger seat, you know, just kind of watching. And then like he started talking, he started making phone calls on his phone. And then once we got back to the yard, he was like, "Oh yeah, you good? I know you passed." He was like the reason I knew you could drive. He said the reason I knew you could drive is because when somebody can drive, they gonna rest their hands on that shifter. And it's just a habit, because if you've been driving trucks for a while, you have a habit of resting your hand on that shifter, because if something happens, boom, you know you're already there. And that's just a habit, and you don't get that habit unless you've had your hands on that shifter, unless you've had to shift in traffic, unless you had to something come up and you had to answer that problem that you're seeing with your eyes, with that hand, with those gears, and getting those gears down. So, bro, once you start back driving, man, you're gonna be good. If you want to come back out here, there's plenty of companies out here. I would say, and thank you for following my channel all this time too, bro. But yeah, none but facts, man. All of it's gonna come back to you. And like I was telling Chantal Espillat, she's one of the female truckers that I follow on YouTube, and she was talking about how she feels about trucking and stuff, and she made some real good points, man. Like she brought up some good points, which is another reason why I wanted to make this live video today. She brought up how life was before she got into trucking, and I know I can identify with that because I know where my life was before I started trucking. I didn't have no money. I had $5. That's all I had. The money I did have, I bought one of those, I think it's a 5-pack of romaine noodles. I had that, my bus ticket to go to Warner, and I had paid the bills up like 2 months. That's all the money I had. I paid the bills up like two or 3 months. So whatever money I did have, that's where it went. And I think I had a truck note. Don't park over here, bro. But I don't know who that is. But I had that. I think it was a 6-pack of romaine noodles. And I made that 6-pack of romaine noodles last me for like 2 months. No lie. I drank water and I ate like a half a brick of that romaine noodles like every like once a week. That's all I ate. And I know my driver trainer noticed it because he was like, "Hey man, you want to go get something to eat?" And I was like, "No, I'm good. I just didn't eat." I lost probably like 30 pounds. But my mindset was, man, it had to work. Like trucking had to work. I put all my eggs in the basket of trucking, and God has been awesome. Where I am right now, before I started trucking, was not visible. I could not see where I am sitting here in this truck. Where my life is now, where my business is now, I could not have seen that, bro. Not in a million years. If you'd have told me, I would have thought it. And I'm still the same person. Hold on, I gotta read a comment for a minute. Rosemary, one time you mentioned Heritage Wealth Planning channel that you follow. I really like that guy. I could see you doing an interview. I do got an interview with him. Heritage Wealth Planning. Me and him made a video. It's on his YouTube channel. I think I've uploaded it. Just talking about how you. Just talking. Yeah. Rosemary, I got a video with him. I don't know what the name of it is. I don't remember, but it was me and him did this last 2020 or 2019. Me and him made a video. So Heritage Wealth Planning. That's on his YouTube channel. Like he makes a lot of videos, bro. He makes a lot of videos. So you'll have to go back in there and find where that sucker is. If I find the video on my hard drive, I'll upload it to my YouTube channel. And but I think I might have told that story on his YouTube channel. But 6-pack of romaine noodles, and that's all I ate. And when you doing your driver training, thank you for your honesty, JP. You're doing exactly what I've always wanted to do. Honestly, I've driven just about every type of truck. I miss driving trucks for real, JP. After April, I can get back out there. But let me plug my phone up before it cuts off. Let me plug my phone up before my phone cuts off. But yeah. 6-pack of romaine noodles because I left home like in November, and I didn't come home November, December, January, I didn't come home till like April. So I was gone about 5 or 6 months because when you this was 2011. During that time, when you were doing training, that's when Warner got sued for they were paying people less than minimum wage. Because I can tell you, my first check from training when I was driving over the road when I was training was like $278 after taxes. It was less than that. It was less than that. I think it was like $230, and that was like the first check from training, because they gave you like $300 for your orientation or whatever. This was 2010. Like I said, Warner got sued for this stuff, and they had to pay people back pay. They had to pay us back pay, but this was like years down the line, and like the first 2 months of money I got, I had to put it away and pay stuff up that had came due. So, and I had no money to buy no food. I had to put it all on what I had already paid on that was now due, being 2 months later. And then I kept paying stuff up. Then about the third month, okay, I was able to buy me some food. Because I didn't have no GPS. By the time I got off his truck, I had enough points, and I had enough money to where I could start spending money and kind of being normal. And I was able to get a GPS because I had a whole bunch of Love's points saved up. That, and I bought the road map, the book road map. And that's what I did. So for me, man, this has been something else. And when I look at my life, I don't want to think about what my life would be without trucking. And I can tell y'all something, for any of y'all that have young people in your family who are 21 and over, and they're not doing something, they're not trying to get somewhere, they're just they're working somewhere. Tell them about trucking in the military. The reason I say that is because I tell my nieces and nephews, look at the military as an option, especially the Air Force, because there are more options available to you and things that you don't know that are there that are available to you that you can't see, especially with the military. The Air Force is kind of the better lifestyle that you're going to have, and you'll get all of the military benefits. And I think young people who are looking for something more significant than just having a 9-to-5, the military would be a great option, because the military will build them with skills that they don't have now, and the military will sharpen or resharpen or establish things that they don't have or they don't know that they have. So if I could do anything different, that's one thing that I would do. I would have went back and I would have joined the military at a young age. That's the one thing I could say that I would definitely, if I was going to change something, I'd go back and I'll do that. But if I was to take trucking out of my life, and trucking had never happened, I ain't trying to see that. I'm not trying to look at that. Because, bruh, where I'm from, there are opportunities, but the opportunities are limited, and they have built-in limits. The average income I hadn't looked at this in a minute, so hold on. average income for the state of Mississippi. And Alabama ain't too far off. Louisiana, they pretty much close. Uh, Give me just a second. Income for median income for Mississippi. It says in 2019, the median income for the state of Mississippi is $24,509. That's the median income. Let's be generous and add another 5 on to that. Let's just round it up to 30. Let's just say the median income for the state of Mississippi is 30. That's $30,000 a year. Let's just say that's one person working, making $30,000 a year. Man, how far can you get with that? And there's always been that old adage. Somebody said, if you just save, what was it? You just save $5 a week. At the end of a month, you'll have $20. Hell no, bro. Hell no. Hey, I couldn't do that when I was younger. I can't do that now. I can't do that now. For me, when I was younger and now, if I couldn't see the increase, like for me when I was younger, if I could save $250 a week, that would work because it's 4 weeks in a month. $250 is $1,000 in a month. I could see $1,000 one month, $1,000 next month, $1,000 next month. I could see that increase. But if it was less than that, I couldn't see it. I could not see it for nothing. And I'm kind of that same way now. I have to make a certain amount, because if I don't see that, it doesn't exist. It's just it doesn't count. I have to save a certain amount. Like otherwise it does not count. Even out here on the road, if I don't have a certain amount by the time I go home, I got to stay out here, because I'm not going home until I get that goal done. Because when I get that goal done, then I can go home, take that month off or whatever. Fat Daddy the Trucker. All the opportunities I've had in trucking, I should have a fleet by now. Bad decisions and some good as well. Nevertheless, having to start over in trucking. So here I am starting over, bruh. At least you in trucking, bro. There's people trying to start over, and they trying to start over with McDonald's and Taco Bell, bro. People trying to start over with McDonald's and Taco Bell. And people over here talking about that $15 an hour for people over here talking about that $15 an hour for minimum wage. You're gonna pay $15 an hour for minimum wage. So what they're gonna do is the 40 hours, if you're getting 40 hours, they're gonna cut that down to 15. And they already got machines in there for people to do it so that they can not pay you. So they already setting people up for a fall in the first place, and you want to help that fall get here faster? Man, people better start reading between the lines, bro. You hear them start talking about $15 for a minimum wage. Like, all these businesses don't make enough to pay you $15 an hour. Especially them local businesses can't pay you $15 an hour. They can barely pay you $8. And 8's above minimum wage. I think minimum wage is like 7 something and some change. Rosemary, do you ever watch Uneducated Economist channel? He works in the lumber yard and talks about economics and lumber prices. No, I've never heard of him, especially small startups not going to happen. Uneducated Economist. Heritage Wealth. Uneducated. What did you say? Uneducated Economist. Yeah, that's one of the things in lumber yards. I think working in a lumber yard, you can kind of see some stuff kind of the way I learned to see it in the oil field. In the oil field, it taught me to look at stuff, because working in the industry, you could see stuff going on. Like when I was up there in the oil field, I was telling all my coworkers, hey, when everything fell off, I was like, hey man, we need to be buying some stock. Hey, buy some stock, buy some stock, buy some stock. And I kept on, I kept on telling that to everybody. Then I started showing them like, hey man, I'm buying stock in this. I'm buying stock in this. Look, it was this when a Halliburton was at $5. Now it's at $9. I bought 1,000 shares of a Halliburton when it was at 5.10, and now it's at $9. Hell yeah, y'all look where it's at now. And that ain't all I bought. I cleaned up. I bought everything low. I was thinking the market was gonna fall some this year, but Trump didn't win re-election. If Trump had a won re-election, I'm pretty sure it would have hit bottom again. And also for any of you who have been watching the market, I want to show y'all something. For any of you who were around during this time, I want y'all to see something. All right, the market began to fall off. It was around February the 24th. I want to show y'all this. All right, y'all see this at the very top up here. The market is actually going up. This, what you have, this first fall, that is somebody or a group of people dumping a enormous amount of stock. I don't mean, like you selling off your shares or something. This is a group of people or organization that chose to dump intentionally the stock market, because you don't get this just any kind of way. You have to intentionally do something, because if you watch, you see that first fall right there? That's a first fall. Then people buying into the market, bringing it back up. And then these people who sold it right here, either them or by the time the word got to the second tier people, they dumped it again. And you had it happen 3 times. One, my fingers in the way. You had one. You had 1, 2, 3, 4. By the time you got to the third one, everybody was dumping stock. That's what that is. So they planned the fall of the stock market. Because, bro, I'm telling y'all, before this, I got a picture on my YouTube. I think it's the hell is this under? What do you call it's in one of the pictures and stuff that you community. We work 20 days on and 10 days off. The bottom number, is that upside down? No. Is this thing upside down? Am I tripping? I hope it ain't. Anyway, the bottom number is my net. That was my big check. That was my big check right here. That was my small check. I made $9 grand for the month of April. Wait a minute, is that April? Yeah, April. For the month of April, I made 6 grand. I took home 6 grand on a big check, and 3 grand on a small check. And the other months before that were the same. All the way going back to when I got my op 2. That's why I didn't leave the oil field. Once I got in the coil tubing, I got in the coil tubing. I put buying my own truck on the back burner, because the money I was making and what I was doing for me was worth it not buying my truck. And when I do my math on what I'm netting now as an owner operator versus what I was netting then as an op 2 in coil tubing, they're not that far off. Because when I was working in coil tubing, I was talking to the company drivers and owner operators that were hauling water and sand, and they were telling me what their numbers were, and I was like, like the numbers they were telling me weren't as high as I thought they were. They may have been, during the boom when there was so much work and there weren't enough people. But as things began to settle in, it turned into what it turned into. But man, because we were still working in April when other people had gotten laid off. We didn't get laid off till May. We got laid off in May. And May is when I think it was May the 10th. So we were still working. And then once we did our last well, we came back to the yard, did all the maintenance to the equipment that's in the videos and stuff, did all the maintenance to them, tipped the valves, let all the water out of them. I think we did the PMs on everything because we didn't know when we were going to be going back out or if we were going to be going back out. And we were in the yard for a week. And that Monday, they called us in like, hey, so would you, what did they say? Do you want to stick around and possibly go to Colorado and work? Because we're looking at guys that we want to keep, and we want to know whether you want to be furloughed. Because they asked everybody that, because some of the guys were kind of already deciding that they were leaving, some of them were already deciding that they were staying, but they kind of had in mind who they wanted to keep and stay, because they were going to keep a crew for Hess. They're going to keep two crews, and the 2 crews will be for Hess. And part of the Hess crew was leaving, so that left an opportunity for me and some other guys who they said, hey, because they're like, hey man, you want to stay here and work, or you want to be furloughed? Because you're watching my videos, I'll talk about getting laid off, because I wanted to get laid off. I'd already planned on leaving in November anyway, because it was time. And by November, I would have had to go screw around wherever the hell I wanted to money. So like I already had stuff planned and written down from the numbers that I was making, and subtracting that by 30%. So I still would have been able to do whatever it was, even if there was a 30% cut. And it was like, hey, you want to be laid off or you want to stick around? Yeah, I think I want to be furloughed. What? Our insurance is gonna last for our furlough period? What? I'm not turning that down. And then at the time they were giving away free government money too. And in North Dakota, the government money, it's $650 or $600 or $650 or something like that a week, plus the government doubled that amount, whatever your state's amount was. So that was like $1,000 a week. Is that for unemployment? Who the hell would turn that down, man? Come on, guys. For any of you guys that's watching this, hell, y'all wouldn't turn down $1,000 a week. I know you wouldn't. Quit playing. Hold on. I gotta go back to the comments. Rosemary, he sits in his car and talks same as you. Maybe he should try going live with a chat too. Never thought of that. Fat Daddy the Trucker, I've asked the question multiple times on YouTube, but I would appreciate your feedback. What companies and what steps to take getting to where you are? Dude, getting to where I'm at, it took sacrificing. For me to get to where I'm at, it took sacrificing a good bit of my life and sacrificing my wants. Like there's a lot of stuff I used to want. I used to want, a car with some rims on it. You know, like there were some cars that I wanted, like yeah, and this and that. But my long term goals, I had to ask myself, like, okay, I used to want this gold chain, and the gold chain I wanted was like 3,000. Okay, so hypothetically in my mind, I'm like, so you get that gold chain for 3,000. Now you got a $3,000 gold chain around your neck, and I put myself in that space. So after I spend that 3,000, I got that 3,000 hanging around my neck. Now what? I could tell myself that I got a $3,000 gold chain around my neck. It looks awesome to me, but I just had to go through. I had to go through it mentally in my head a little bit before going all the way with something. And I try to always do that. Same thing with buying this truck. It wasn't buying this truck. It was just going through the process of buying a truck. All the stuff I had to learn about going to look at a truck, what I'm looking for, Cummins, Caterpillar, Detroit, being around them enough to know the differences, how they sound, what a Cummins sounds like when it's not breathing properly, what a Detroit sounds like when it's not breathing properly, when it's knocking, oil pressure, oil temperature, all of that stuff. Now I got to go back to your comment so I can see what you said and think about it. What steps to take in getting to where you are at? Save your money, man. Save your money. If you want to be an owner operator and you want to own a truck, save your money. If you get a $10,000 truck, you need to have another $10,000 because you bought a $10,000 truck. And then you need a solid 3 to 6 months of running that truck with income coming in and putting that money back. 3 to 6 months, you should have that money back that you spent on that truck. If you bought a $10,000 truck, you'll have it back in a month. And that's over the road or oil field. They're not the same because of the expenses are different. Oil field will tear your equipment up faster. Over the road, you will spend more fuel. So there's a balance somewhere in between there. It's just a matter of which one you want to do. So do you want to go oil field? Who do you know in the oil field? Who do you know you can contact in the oil field? I had some contacts in the oil field, but then as I began doing different things, I didn't keep up with them, and I lost phone numbers, moving phones and stuff. So that's just one of those things that happens in life. Save your money if you're gonna get your truck. I can speak from uh, personal experience, first-hand experience. If you're gonna buy a truck, make sure you got the money to buy that truck again. I just talked to a guy at a truck stop 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and he was talking about being an owner operator. And I'm like, hey man, go for it. Go for it. Don't look back. Make sure that this is what you want to do. Make sure that you can commit a year to two if you're going to buy a truck, so that you can get that truck, pay that truck off, and then keep purchasing the truck over and over again. Like, I bought my truck. Now the money that I'm making is to buy the truck again. Then once I made that amount, I'm saving up and putting back to buy that same truck again. Then I'm gonna keep working and putting back money to keep buying that truck over and over again until I have to spend one of those blocks of truck money on that truck. And by doing so, I'm also putting myself in a position where I can buy another truck and another truck. That's how my mind works. That's how I save money. That's how I keep from spending money. And that's how I also splurge on things that I want without being too gratuitous, if you understand what I'm saying. You know, because like I was saying about the gold chain, what's the point? I got a stainless steel. Like this right here is my chain. This is my chain that I've been had. This is the first. This is the first expense that I bought when I was driving over the road, and I made. What jersey? Talking about that Tom Brady jersey, or the Steve McNair jersey. But um, this is the first expense that I bought when I was driving over the road, and I had saved up enough money where I could get me a chain. I bought this. Not only that, somewhere along the line, I lost this chain because I put it in a bag somewhere, and between one of the main camps and flying somewhere, I lost it, and I had to buy another one, and I could not remember for the longest the website that I got it from, which is Titanium K. That is the name of the website that I bought this chain from, Titanium K, and they have like a great selection of those stainless steel chains. The jersey when you was doing the interview. The jersey when you were doing the interviews in North Dakota. Dude, man, I had the Baltimore Ravens jersey on. I had that I had the Baltimore Ravens jersey on in one of the videos. I had the Steve McNair jersey on in one of the videos. But more than likely in most of my videos, if you see something blue, it's this hoodie or the other hoodie, because I have two blue hoodies and I've had these suckers forever. But yeah, Titanium K. That's what that sucker looks like. And this is the specific chain that I wanted, because on Titanium K's website, they have a picture of this chain. And I looked at all the chains that I saw that I wanted, and this was the specific style and everything. And I also have a cross pendant, which I don't know where it's at, but the clasp on it broke, and luckily when it fell off in my car, and I saw it and I was able to keep it, but I can still get that fixed. I don't know what that was. I think it just tried to cut off or something. But yeah. Let me go back to your question, man. Just in case make sure I'm not forgetting anything. What steps to take to getting to where you are? Those are personal steps. As far as your actual steps that you're going to need to do, I haven't used these people, but they had a flyer in one of the truck stops. It's called Keep On Trucking Permitting at Gmail. They're in Mount Moriah Street, H202, Memphis, Tennessee 38115. Keep On Trucking Permitting. You can look these people up. They're not the only ones that do permitting and stuff. Hopefully y'all can see that. But they're not the only ones that do permitting. There's other companies they do, but they do operating authority, UCR, IRP, drug consortium referral, business startup, incorporate EIN, IFTA, USDOT number, BOC3, notary services, dispatch services, employment processing, taxes, truckers and spouses only. you're going to need your operating authority if you're going to be independent, which I am fully, completely independent. I don't own a trailer. That's the only part that I don't own. But you can be completely independent without a trailer, but I own my tractor. I own my tractor outright. I'm not leased on, how do you put that? Leased on with. My bad. I'm not leased on to. Like if I was leasing on to Warner and I'm running Warner's tags, Warner's plates, permits, all of that. I am fully independent, so my tags, permits, I paid for. They're in my company name. I own them. So nobody owns me in any of the realms. That's what fully independent means. I learned that from a former YouTuber and current truck driver somewhere out here in the world named Casanova 601. That dude was the deepest and the coldest dude out here on YouTube. Casanova 601. If you ask anybody that's been making YouTube videos for a while, that's been in trucking, they could tell you he was the coldest dude out here. That dude was putting people on with games so deep, people had to write stuff down from his videos. And he was one of the first people. Like, I went through everything. Like, I wrote down what this dude said. I had a game plan, and he gave it to you off his YouTube videos. He gave you how to look for a truck, what to look for, the best times of year to get freight here and there, and getting runs here and there, how to make a lane, how to make your own lane. All that stuff I got from him. When it comes to over the road trucking, I got that stuff from him. Casanova 601, man, you are a legend, and I will always shout you out every time I think about it, because you were the first person. No, I'm gonna say you were the first person. You were one of my 3 people that got me into getting my own authority, getting my own truck, and having the idea to go after it and do it. Because he was explaining stuff and waiting. On top of that, man, he from Mississippi. I'm from Mississippi, so that's like an extra incentive. I also have a personal friend who's been on operator for years. He was an extra incentive. I have another friend and a former neighbor who was an owner operator who lived right next to me, and I had to see him every single day. Steps you're gonna need to get your operating authority, UCR, IRP, your drug consortium, your EIN for your business. You're gonna have to get your IFTA, and your IRP stuff, your fuel tax. You're gonna have to sign up for all of that. Your BOC3, you're gonna have to get all that stuff done. So that's the steps. And like this says, your one-stop service provider. So they're not the only ones that do that, who'll do all that stuff. OIDA will do it. Personally, I think $600 to $700 really is what somebody ought to be charging you for this, and that's to do everything, fuel tax, all that stuff. The only stuff I think they won't be doing, you'll have to register your vehicle and get your plates and stuff when you buy your truck. But it's not hard, it's not difficult to do it. You'll just have to commit to it. I put more emphasis on the money side of it, because the money will get you out of something that a breakdown may get you into. Because it really is breakdowns and high maintenance costs are what kill owner operators. That and mismanagement of their money. That's why you'll see some owner operators are making it. Some operators are, they're making it. They're making a living. And some owner operators are, they're flying, they're gliding, they're out there living the dream, driving, enjoying life, having fun. And some have 1 truck, some have 2, some have 10. Once you get over 10, you're not really an owner operator anymore. You get over 10, you're a fleet. But you know, hey, you can be a fleet with 2 trucks. You can be a fleet with 1 truck. What time is it? It's almost 11 o'clock. Check this load board again. Check this load board again. What? I may have to leave you guys and check with you guys later. I need to see what time that load is leaving. I may be able to knock 2 of these suckers out in one night. But I'm gonna be tired. I'm gonna be tired if I do that. I'm gonna be tired if I do that. What time does that load start? 3:45, 6. 3:45 to 6. 3:45. 3:45. Y'all, hey, man, y'all gonna have to hold on for a minute. Because I'm looking at the load board for a minute, and I may be able to get a 2 for 1. And that is money. And that will be my fuel for the rest of this week. Come on, man. Hold on, guys. I'm doing my, because I'm not gonna be able to catch that sleep that I thought I was gonna be able to catch. And I'm waiting on this load to give me a confirmation that I'm going to be hauling that sucker, because that's what I'm looking for. So one of the other things you can also check out is your load board. Whether you're going to use DAT load board, DAT.com, you can check them out. I think they also let you look at their load board and check it out and see, and I'll kind of get like a guest run, a trial run, see if you like it or not. And truckstop.com is the other one. Personally, I like truckstop.com. I just like it better. They're pretty much the same. You can usually get the same information off of them. What I think truckstop.com has more copy loads on it than that does. And so I think, as far as I know, yep, okay. Parting in the next, yeah, I got it. All right. So instead of me going to sleep, I'm fixing to head over here, go. I mean, it's right there. Turn my truck off. Technically, I got time. I could catch me a nap before going over there. The thing is to get over there and back in time to pick up the second load. That's the biggest thing, because sometimes, man, you get over there, man, they be acting funny, bro. But the last time I went, I was able to, can't remember if I bobtail over there. Yeah, I bobtail over there, got a load, then I delivered it up. But good night. I'm out too. Thanks. Rosemary, take it easy. How much did you need for your truck purchase? Tags, insurance, etc. Insurance is gonna cost you around, just ballpark it around 1,000. Uh, depending on, it's gonna be depending on the year of your truck, and yes, you're gonna have to get that full insurance. If you're hauling stuff for Uber, Amazon, Snyder, uh, it's some more that's on that load board. You're gonna have to have the requirements. So I would advise you to get the Amazon standard, because that seems to be good enough for pretty much everybody. If you get that, you pretty much good enough for everybody else's insurance. And what else did you say? Yeah, Rosemary, you take it easy. You share that same info. The okay, Fat Daddy the trucker. The savings blueprint you shared sounds real practical. I like that. God willing, I can implement that at some point. Can you share that same info with me, JP? What? Wait, which info were you talking about? Oh, the truck purchase insurance. Um, Tax is going to depend on what you pay for your truck. So your tags and stuff, $700, 700 to 1,000, something like that. But you have to register your vehicle. You know where you get it at. There's some ways around that. What they are, I don't remember what they are. What else did you say? Oh, Casanova 601. Yeah, man, you have to look him up on YouTube, because I don't think he even got a YouTube channel anymore. I think he took all his stuff down. And I think with him, it was one of those, he outgrew YouTube, and he just moved on with his life, man. I think he just outgrew the YouTube scene, and he just went on about his life, because he was who he was before he started doing the YouTube stuff. He was that same guy. And I think some stuff happened. I'm not getting into that. uh Casanova 6, okay. Casanova 601. Yeah, like he still got some videos out here, and as far as I know, the videos that are out here, I think, are videos that other people have posted that are his. Cause he got a bunch of videos with other people and stuff. So, but you type in Casanova 601, and you'll see some of his videos with him and other people and stuff. So,
what's going on YouTube? I'm with my best friend, DJ Flipstyle. You can check him out on YouTube. And as far as editing and all that other stuff goes, man, he's one of the best. Videoing and all that other stuff. He do weddings, all that stuff. But you really have to see his works, and you'll see how good he really is. We grew up together in Mississippi. But today,
yeah. As far as I know, I don't think he has a YouTube channel anymore. I think he might still be on Vimeo, Twitter, or Instagram or something. Maybe even Facebook. But you'll have to go look him up. I used to know what that dude's name is, but I forgot. I used to know what his name is, because I met him my second year driving trucks over the road. He was at, and this was before I even knew he was doing YouTube stuff. This was like 2012. I think 2000. Yeah, 12 or yeah. So it was somewhere up in 2012, 2013, and he was at the Coca-Cola distribution place in Baton Rouge. Like we were talking about being on the operator and stuff, and I didn't realize it until like Flying J's and pilots who love JP. Really, man. To answer your question about ain't that snipes, flying J's or pilots or loves, they're all about the same. I've been sticking to pilots because pilots have Wendy's, and I am a big Wendy's fan, bro. Wendy's chicken nuggets, and right now Wendy's got them nuggets, the two 10-piece for $5. What? Give me two 10-piece. I don't need no fries or no drink. I'm good. But that's me. I like Wendy's though, because Wendy's food is awesome. Pilot, because I have a Pilot fuel card. The only problem is I don't like the way Pilot does their showers. Like I'm supposed to get a shower for every 50 gallons because I'm the spicy nuggets off the hood. I ain't never really dig the spicy nuggets though. I like the regular, man. Just that's because I don't know. That's just me. Have I ever had the spicy nuggets? Maybe by accident. They gave me the spicy nuggets instead of the regular, but I don't even remember. It's been that long ago. Loves and pilots are kind of my go-tos because they're just kind of my go-tos. The bigger truck stops are all right, but I don't really go to TAs, and that's because I'm in an area, and being in this general area, loves and hold on a minute. Let me finish my stuff that's related to making money before I get too caught up in what we talking about, because I gotta set an alarm for. I gotta set an alarm, bro. Hey, it's 12:45. 12:45. Yeah, that's my notification. 12. So I'm gonna set my alarm for, because I am 5 minutes down the road. But also, don't dog your truck out. Showers and reserved parking or more. Showers and reserved parking or more at TAs. Being power only, I can usually find a parking spot anywhere, or just about make a parking spot anywhere. Uh, I got to get ready to go here in a minute. I'm just getting my head right. Make sure I set my alarm because I may want to lay down for a minute. And give me just a second, and I can finish answering what y'all asking. Because I can lay down, catch a 30-minute nap, and then I can roll 6 to 8 hours off a 30-minute nap. Plus I already went to sleep earlier, so I'm good. Um, Opposed to driving a reefer. Yeah, I don't own my own trailer. Power only is a way to power only is a way for you to get your owner operator and to get going, making money, being a business owner and everything, without having to put the full investment in, of buying a truck and a trailer. You can go power only and haul other people's stuff. And the way I look at it, hauling other people's trailers, you're pretty much going to be doing the same responsibility. Checking that trailer out, making sure the sucker's got tires, making sure those doors are locked before you, making sure the doors are fully closed before you put that seal on there. I think what else did y'all? Yeah, I only do power only for now. I'm thinking about staying power only because power only is extremely convenient when it comes to truck stops, getting in and out of places. I could just about go anywhere I want to because I'm not. I don't have a trailer with me all the time. Got to get those, JP. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get some of the spicy nuggets, man, just because I hadn't got none in a while. Just because we having this conversation. Uh, Showers and reserved parking no more at TAs, man. I haven't been to a TA in a minute. What I do like about TAs is old school truckers will be at TAs because I know I get to a TA and that radio be going off. Like over there at that TA in Memphis. I think there's a TA and a Flying J. I think it's all three. A TA, Loves, and a Pilot or something like that. Some of y'all have been driving, you know what I'm talking about. Like their radio be going off. They be on that sucker all day long. And that's them older school guys. Plus they got the CB shop right there by those truck stops. So for any of you guys, I think it's Channel 5 CB shop. And there's another CB shop over there too. So if you need to get your CB worked on, or if you need to buy some parts for it, or you need to get some work done on your CB, you can check with those guys. Make sure I ain't got nothing in that's gonna fall off when I go to take off. I think I'm about to answer everything that y'all have asked. Average weekly gross and net doing power only, and not exact figures. Gross 5 to 6,000. Gross 5 to 6,000. Net 4, 3. Yeah. So, like that's what I was saying when I was talking about that 30%. 30% of 6. Well, really 1/3. 30% is 1/3. That's what I mean. 1/3. So if I gross 6, I need to keep put in the bank as profit for the business 1/3. Then 1/3 can go to business expenses, and the other third can go for miscellaneous and taxes and whatever frivolous blowing money that you may do. 1/3 must be kept no matter what, or I ain't spending money on nothing. If I can't keep that 1/3, I'm not buying nothing. If I can't keep that 1/3, I'm not spending money on something unless that 1/3 is fulfilled. Period. Because you're gonna be spending money in fuel. Like six is a great week because I try to always average no less than 5 at power only, and that's at power only at a walking pace, at a stroll or a walking pace. Like I'm not running myself right. I'm running, hauling the load, 1 or 2 loads. I'm gonna do two extremely short loads tonight. I'm doing I'm doing I'm doing make no stupid that's stupid. I'm doing 50 miles tonight. Like that's round trip. Yeah. 50 miles round trip for $250. That's one day. Not only that, I screwed off this day. And I screwed off this day because I didn't take a load going past Atlanta that I should have took. That when I was looking at it, I said I should get that load because that load was paying what I wanted. It had the miles that I wanted. It just wasn't going somewhere the way I wanted. It was going north past Atlanta. I wanted some that went to the western side of Atlanta. And I should have jumped on that load because that load would have put me where I wanted to be for what I wanted to make by the end of my 7 days for this week. So now I'm gonna have to be looking hard to make that back up because I screwed off last night. And it wasn't just that, it was a couple of those. There was one that it was a one way, which was the problem because I got that load I got to pick back up today, which is going to help me make back up some of that because, like I said, 5 to 6 grand, 5 to 6 grand a week gross, and then fuel's gonna be let's say $1,500. Subtract it from that six. Then other expenses, meals, hotel, whatever else that whatever other expenses, uh, parts, having some maintenance done on your truck within that week. So that's going to be another, let's say $1,000. So that's $2,500 subtracted from that six. Now you got to subtract taxes, and I automatically subtract 30% for taxes regardless. I do it anyway. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna do it. That's how I do my math. Now I'm left with my 1/3, and my 1/3 is what I keep. That's how I do my math. It's the easiest way to do it. So I'm covered for my taxes. I'm covered for my personal expenses. That's how I look at it. Other people may do it differently, and I'm giving you a great general, and this is how I view my gross net expenses. Yeah, gross expenses net, and also doing it that way, I'm automatically taking out for other stuff, that may occur, or there may be some um, that's a bill or an expense through the month, each month. So if you overestimate your miscellaneous expenses on the road, that'll tend to cover some of your other expenses through the month that you have to pay monthly, depending on what your financial situation is and what kind of bills and stuff that you are paying. So hopefully that answers that. Thanks for it. Not doing power only, not exceed figures of course. Thanks for responding to my questions, my brother. Until the next live, stay safe out there. Yeah, it's getting late for y'all, man. I know y'all guys gotta go to sleep. I'm back doing the doggone night shift again, man. Doggone it. Like just when I thought I had gotten out of it, but it's my fault for not jumping on the lows when I saw them that would have had me up in the daytime. So I missed that cycle up myself. Now I'm back stuck doing this, but I can run this night, catch some sleep in the daytime, then do that day load, and then be back looking for lows that night again. So hopefully this right here should kind of get stuff back going. Let's see. That's 1. That's 14. That's 17. 2, 23. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. I can make that work. That'll be 5, depending. A couple of round trips. I can make that back to 6. Yeah, I can make that work. So yeah, I should be able to make that work. We're coming up on the weekend. Stuff tends to move before the weekend gets here. But anyway, this is JPTV 3000, the same YouTube channel as always. I'll try and come up with a live in the daytime or something, man, instead of doing this stuff at night. People trying to go to sleep. Oh man, I think that's about it, man. I can't really think about nothing else to talk. It's like 4 of y'all watching. Thank y'all. Thank all y'all for 5 of y'all watching. Thank y'all for showing up. Thank y'all for hollering at me and leaving your questions and stuff. I'll see y'all another day. Until next time, JPTV 3000. Last question. Best spots for used truck purchases. Facebook. Facebook. You're going to buy your truck. You need to buy your truck that has some paperwork. If your truck don't have paperwork, uh, there's two trucks I'm looking at that I would like to go look at. They're both older, so they're kind of project trucks, and they're classics like 1980s and stuff like that. So they're older trucks, but they're in a price range to where I could purchase and leave at the house or leave with a mechanic and have them work on it over time. While I keep running, and then have that truck to kind of be a fleet starter and also help other people get their CDL and train people to drive trucks. That's kind of something that I want to do, and an older truck like that would be perfect for that, because you want somebody to tear up an older truck and not a newer, nicer truck, especially when it's your own money and you're doing it to help people and to potentially grow your business, but mainly to help people. Uh, make sure they got paperwork. I'm sitting in this truck right now because he had paperwork from when they bought the truck, every time they took the truck to the shop, and everything in between, and all matching numbers, everything. Uh, they've had thousands of dollars of work done on this truck from when the first owner had it, and I think I'm the third owner. I think I'm the third owner, third or fourth, but because they owned it, he owned it, and then I got it, or something, somewhere along like that. Chasing Andrew Jackson, what's up, bro? Oh man, I was almost about to cut this video off, man. Over asked me another question, man. I wish I'd have started this video sooner. What's up, Chasing Andrew Jackson, bro? I know it's late, man. But old boy asked me about best places to purchase a truck, and I'm telling him make sure you have paperwork. Make sure you have paperwork. Make sure you have paperwork to match what you have. Uh, if you holler at Chasing Andrew Jackson, man, he's got a truck. He said he got his truck for 10,000, and man, you can get you a good truck for 10,000. Main thing, make sure some of that work has been done on that truck. Make sure some of that work has been done on that truck. Because for me, for somebody to tell me that they don't know why something about their truck, something's wrong with that. If you ask me anything about this truck, whether it's a gauge, if it's a crack, if it's a missing screw, I could tell you. If it's a missing screw, I can tell you why that screw is missing. I can tell you when that screw came missing. Like this right here doesn't have a screw right here. It wasn't in there when I bought the truck, but all the rest of them are present, and they're gonna stay that way. If something's cracked, I can tell you whether it was cracked before I bought it or it got cracked since I bought it. If something's been replaced, I can tell you whether it was there before. I can tell you, I can look at the maintenance records before, when it was done, and anything that gets done from when I bought the truck, I have a receipt for it. What did you say, man? Oh, right, yeah. When I bought my truck from a trucking company, they gave me all the maintenance. Yes, maintenance records. Maintenance records. Maintenance records are the way to communicate who had the truck and how they took care of it. I if I see a truck, like if I see a truck for sale on Facebook, and uh it ain't got the mileage, it ain't got the motor, it just got a picture, I just ignore it. He said, when I'm looking, I'll give you an example. This truck this dude got for sale. Uh, hold on. Doggone, I should not have done that. Should have went back to. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. My sister called me. Uh, it's 12:30. Hold on a second while I go back to what I was looking at. Okay, I was looking at these two trucks that I got saved. All right, both of these are older trucks, but just for the sake of the conversation. All right, this guy, he's got a 1984 Kenworth for sale. This guy's got 18 photos. He said, when I'm looking at an older truck, me personally, because I'm looking at this truck to kind of be a Kickstarter for for a trucking school slash trucking business. I'm looking at the dash. I'm looking at these gauges. I'm looking at the rims. I'm looking at this bumper. I'm looking at all of the body. I'm looking at the fuel tank as far as pictures go. I'm looking at, I see any rust on here. I'm looking at these hubs. I'm looking at everything. Now, people can hide stuff with photos and before you actually see it in person, but usually photos will give you a good idea of what you're getting. Like I'm looking at this real hub. So he's got aluminum and steel. So when I get to look at this truck, I want to see aluminum and steel. Not I get there and he got some different rims or something on there. Now, what really got me interested in this truck is, you see this interior? Now, is this original or has this been replaced? The way you tell is by the edges. When you look at it, these edges are going to be worn. If they're not worn, that means it's been replaced. See this little line right here? That's not worn. That means the sucker's been replaced. But if it's worn, that's wear. And you can look at this truck. Now this is an amazing looking truck, and it looked like he hadn't painted it, because I'm not a fan of people painting trucks to hide stuff, because to me that says that okay, they're trying to hide something. Now, for that interior to look like this, and that's factory from 1984, and a semi truck, damn, they had to take care of that. Damn, they had to take care of that. Because I'm telling you, old trucks, you don't see stuff like that. That got me interested in this truck. He's about 2 hours north of where I am now, but but uh but the question is, does the truck run like it runs? Because if it does, I'm going to get that truck. Because I missed out on a truck that was in Georgia. It was at a great price, and it was a tri drive axle semi truck with a sleeper on it. Man, that hurt. That hurt, cause that truck was like 30 minutes away. That hurt, man. A tri-axle drive truck. Was it tri or lift? I think it was a drive. So this was a heavy haul truck. And it was like this. It was brown, but it was a Peterbilt instead of a Kenworth. Cause I'm telling you, I will get this truck, bro. And he's got has a 3406B and a 15 speed with the deep reduction. Truck was running every day and drove to where it sits now. I have not tried to crank it since I parked it. Was using a good bit of oil. It has a brand new turbo, $1,200 with less than 600 miles on it. Will come with 10 wheels and tires, and the two fronts have less than 1,000 miles. The rears will hold air and run, but that be about it. Okay, so the rears need to be replaced. Don't like the price? Feel free to move along. If not sold in a few weeks, I'll fix it. I'll fix it up. And in my opinion, that's a great starter truck to, you trying to get started doing something. And I want to have an older truck because I got some nieces and nephews that I want to also show them, you know, and teach them how to drive trucks. Triaxle. What was it? Uh, that triaxle. That triaxle I was gonna take to the oil field for crude. That 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 was my thought with that triaxle, because a triaxle is, you're gonna do something specific with that. You're gonna haul water. Sand, you don't really need a triaxle for sand, but you want that triaxle for water and crude, or RGN, RGNs. Uh, Alaskan Trucker, what's up, dude? Dude, man, are you even making videos anymore, bro? Like, hold on, like, I just saw this dude trying, like, wait a minute, bro, I ain't seen you in I don't know how long, man. Alaskan Trucker, dude. Like 2 years ago, bro, really? But hey, that's just part of YouTube, man. You know, you move on with your life. You start doing, you start living life, and you know, YouTube ain't ain't it. YouTube is just a fun thing that we do from time to time. So, uh, it's 12:30. So, but man, Alaskan Trucker, good to see you. Trace and Andrew Jackson, more power to you, bro. Keep on making that money out there. I don't, I don't, I don't want to bring my truck to the oil field because my truck's nice. It's clean. It is immaculately clean. I get compliments on it all the time from the outside, and I get a lot of compliments on the inside when somebody sees the inside of my truck. They're like, damn. But the way I look at it, hey, I live up in this sucker. That's why I didn't put the sucker in the oil field. Got the sucker clean, spotless. The only other thing I got to do is for people that have internationals, I've got to get a steamer and steam this AC system, because whoever had it before me, I'm not going to get into that, but I need a steamer, like one of those steam wands or whatever, so I can steam that sucker out and get whatever mold and whatever else is in there out of there. Because I've turned the AC on about two or three. I've used that AC maybe 3 times, and each time I got sick. So I know it's that. I know it's what's underneath that seat. I cleaned it out some, but I need steam and detergent to get what's in there out. And I'm not gonna get into it. I didn't take pictures of it, but I've cleaned this truck, and this truck was clean when I bought it. It's just that's not something, you know, the average person ever even looks at. Like, there's a filter on the side. That's usually about anything anybody would do. Nobody would ever actually take the seat off to get to it. But I took the seat off, vacuumed it out, but it still it needs to be disinfected. The heck were we talking about? Yeah, Alaska Trucker. What's up, man? You ain't made no videos in like 2 years, but hey, keep doing what you've been doing. Keep them wheels turning. Keep making that money. But yeah, that truck, that 84 Kenworth, and this truck. Now, this truck I'm actually more worried about, because what this guy's hauling with this truck. All right, so he been hauling logs with that truck. Now, I test drove a truck that was just like this, on the exact same color, but it didn't have this sleeper on it. It's identical to this, but it didn't have a sleeper on it. And this guy was in somewhere in middle Mississippi. But I don't think this is the same truck. But it's an International 9300, which is, it's actually a truck that I would like to have. And it's close. The truck I have now came from the 93, which they're pretty much the same, but the 93 was like the first initial start of the 9900, which is what I have. But he was hauling logs with this truck, which kind of has me worried, because log trucks, once it's a log truck, it's a log truck. You gonna dump money in that log truck, because logs are like the oil field, but worse, because how that weight jerks that truck around, how that weight pulls and pushes that truck. And I got a friend of mine who hauls well, he was hauling logs, now he's doing flatbed. And like he would tell me about it. You know, he'd be like, man, logging ain't for everybody, but You got to know what you're doing when you're going in and out of the woods. You got to take it slow. Sometimes you got to be pulled into the woods. Sometimes you got to be pulled out of the woods. Sometimes you get stuck in the woods, and it's a whole process. Running over limbs and tree trees and chop down trees and stuff. You lose tires and stuff. There's you know limbs and stuff can hit the underside of your truck and knock some airlines loose. So all of that's part of it. So that truck I'm more skeptical about, but I like the internationals because I know what I got with a 9900 owning this truck. I know, okay, I can expect this, and I haven't even had this truck this long, but with a truck that's been taken care of, I know I can expect this, and this. And Andrew Jackson, if you're still watching this, man, ain't nothing wrong with the Mercedes Benz. People be hating on them because they ain't got the names of them other trucks. That's all. As long as somebody took care of it, suckers gonna run. Somebody may take it to somebody and look at it, oh, such and such. That's all it is. As long as somebody takes care of it, and what a person takes care of, you can see, and what a person takes care of, they can tell you about it. Because for me, this is a relationship. Like, this is a marriage. Where I go, she go. And I'm usually never going too far from this truck, because even when I'm at home, I ain't going too far. Where if I'm gonna be at the house and she gonna be at the house, I can go crank her up every other day at the most. Skip 2 days, but I'm going out there to crank her up, drive around, drive down the road, get the oil getting hot. 12:38. Get the oil getting hot and keep on rolling. And I'm gonna try to lay down for about 10 minutes and catch me a nap. Other than that, I think I've answered just about every question. Andrew Jackson, man, once again, man, appreciate that. Uh, Alaskan trucker. Like I said, earlier, I've always wanted my own truck. Hopefully later this year. Fat Daddy Trucker, take your time, save your money. Make sure you have the money that you purchase on your truck. If you buy a $10,000 truck, have that $10,000 you spend on that truck plus another $10,000 to help you until you make another $10,000, and then you just keep purchasing your truck over and over again. Let me get to the comments. Right, older is more reliable than newer model trucks. Yeah, bro. Hey, Alaskan trucker, you said you've been running hard, bro. Keep going, bro. Keep doing what you've been doing. You thought about just buying your own trailer to run on their own authority? Yeah, Andrew, I've been looking at trailers, but with the loads I'm hauling, I don't, I'm not in a need. I see the advantage and and a bump in the rates. But right now, as long as I keep, picking the right loads, doing what I'm doing, I'm being successful above what my projected average was. And say these never gave me a problem. Said, bro, like I said, bro, just man, keep on rolling with that truck. And you found that truck, find you another. Find you another. Find you another. And thank you for what you said on your video, bro. You said that and I thought about that. And yeah. Like, drive for the company. You have all your insurance, and then put your driver in your truck. The problem is, I got this truck. Ain't nobody but me driving this truck. Like this is like this is mine. Ain't nobody but me driving this. If I got another truck and it wasn't a dream like this is, like I dreamed of this. I never even drove one of these trucks before, and I dreamed this exact truck. I dreamed this exact color. I dreamed that bumper. I dreamed this 18 speed. The only thing that was different from this dream was the motor. The two motors I wanted was a Detroit, which is damn near impossible to find in a 9900, or a 34 or a 3406E. Those were the two motor combinations that I wanted. I didn't want the ISX. but I did my research on this ISX, which is CM870. I think that's the one, which is the non-ceramic fuel pen and the EGR only. So this truck has a suspension axle load gauge, boost gauge, air cleaner restriction gauge, water, oil, volts, engine oil temp, which is not working. Got to get that fixed. Uh, Transmission, rear, front axle, rear axle, differential lock, power divider, fifth wheel lock, air suspension lock. This truck has everything I wanted in the truck. I wanted all my gauges because I like to keep an eye on where my heat is. I like to keep an eye on where my pressures are.